Seen some people in the chat. Give us if you see us, because I don't see anything. I just see our net profit. This is weird.
Bear with us for a minute.
Yeah, it's showing we're live.
They can't see
There
us,
we go.
and they can't see us.
Here we go. There we go. I don't know what was taking so long. There we go.
Yeah, I have no idea. That was weird, boys.
That was strange. Yeah. Okay. As long as you guys could do it, I couldn't on my end. All right. Just another day, baby. We'll get through that. I'll touch on this, Max. I took this under. It stayed under. Coastal Carolina. They won big against South Carolina in that one. There's a few others we could touch on real quick. Kennesaw covered, Max. Mercer got them by 2, but they got the cover. They're Hofstra by a half point. Congrats. I got the over. You got the win, right?
Yes, I did. Excellent. First half over, first half full game over. It was a beautiful Hofstra performance, even though they almost coughed it up at the end. It was a tale of two halves, that's for sure. So if you did get that Princeton second half money, I tip my cap to you, because you know how to fuck with your eyes open.
How about this one, Max? The Washington State, Arizona State. Woo! Ugly, man. 51-29. 29 points. Yeah.
Conor, you know that I was staying off the Pac-12, but when I saw that score, I definitely had to refresh and put the game on the Pac-12 network to verify this, because I was like, Really? Why wasn't I on the under in that game? God damn it.
I know.
Oh, man.
I thought about it because Washington State's been able to score, at times so much, so it kind of kept me just lukewarm on it. Yeah, I'm like, what am I doing? God damn. Yeah, I was pissed about that too. Winthrop Hartford, that game just got over the total.
Yeah,
last night.
That was a fuck you fest for me on that game. I thought that Winthrop was definitely going to be able to score and play a little better defense, and Patrick Good just wasn't that good. So fuck you, P. Good.
Yeah, this one just I wish I kind of took. Wichita played great, and that game stayed under. I was worried about the 133, but they get the W, cover, win outright, and under in that one. Rhode Island got the win over Harvard. There, Loyola Chicago got the win but didn't cover last night. And yeah, someone in the chat, yeah, dude, Riverside, both teams were just hot that first half, and that got that game over. And Riverside played their best offensive game, got the cover. I was worried they couldn't score. That's why I wasn't jumping all over the 13 after seeing the St. Mary's game, but they covered and it got over. In that one, Fresno State won by 20. And that's it. I say we get to today. Max, I want to give everyone a shout out in our chat. Sorry for a little bit of the technical difficulties there, maybe a little bit early. I don't know what the hell is going on. There might be a ghost with StreamYard, YouTube. I don't know, or they're just effing with us. I don't really know. But Anthony Vito, what's up, my guy? Cash Action Bets, James Lil, what's up? Andrew G. Taylor MacArthur, what's up, my guy? Rem Most, Real Deal Prime. How we doing, Boston Nick? Nikki, Nilo, how's it going? Douglas Johnson, Nick Dillard. Shout out to everyone in there. Ryan Stupo, what's up, man? Nick Dillard. Thank you for all being here. Hit the thumbs up real quick. Get all that great shit. Always go on Twitter, retweet all our shit. We appreciate it. Appreciate everyone watching. Let's get to today, Max. We got a short little card here, but I see some value in some spots, so let's get right to it. Let's get to yours. Let me get yours here. Let me get to your first one. Northern Arizona versus Weber State. Weber's favored by 15. Total right around 143.5. There's a bunch on this. Total's moving around a little bit everywhere. What's your look here?
Yeah, C-Mac, for me, it's like I try to approach certain games with just a simple approach, and that is, what has Weber State done to this Northern Arizona team? Give them nightmares. Beat them up. Bully them. Make them want to fucking take their own life, even though we never advocate that you do that. But when it comes to this team scoring the basketball, when it comes to this backcourt of Kobe McEwen, Overton, and Sisho Jawara, whatever. I tried, but I just love Weber State here. I think that you're getting a discount with them with this line going down to 17.5. When Northern Arizona covered against Washington, that does not get my respect. I feel like this is more of the game that they played against Arizona when they got blasted by like fucking 29 points. This is a spot Weber can let their fucking hair down, go a little more up tempo, and impress the fucking home crowd. This is fucking Big Sky basketball. Now all the games matter. So they haven't really had a slip up. They haven't really had a game aside from the Wisconsin Green Bay game that they really didn't put their fucking foot on the throat of their opponent. But I think that Weber's been good to me and good to my bankroll. I'll go with them again tonight. I'll take the 15 full game, give them the full 40 minutes to do their work. And as far as the team total, it's hard not to see them going over 80 points in this game. So 78.5 or 79.5, whatever you can get at your book. I got 78.5, and that's what I'm riding in this game. So dub spot with Weber State and the team total over. Fucking with your eyes open. Give me a goddamn cupcake, Connor.
Yeah, I agree with you here. I mean, there's no reason I don't think they get to right around 80 in this spot. And I'd lay it too, with Weber. They've been pretty good to me as well over the last few years. I think they win by 20 here in this one. Let's get to your second one. Denver versus Wyoming. Wyoming's favored by 20. Huge number here. Total right around 137. What do you like?
Yeah, this is a spot where I think that Denver has been really good ATS wise, and we can't really let that blind us to the fact that the best teams that they played against was Utah Valley and UTSA. And I think that when you go up against this Wyoming team, while they don't have the depth, they still have that Jeff Linder, Northern Colorado 3-point attack. With Xavier Dussel and Drake Jeffries, those guys are 40% 3-point shooters. So you have to put a body on them. And if it comes down to it and Wyoming isn't scoring, they can throw it down to EK, who is a fantastic one dribble guy. If he has to dribble it more than once, he's probably getting the ball taken away or turning it over some other fucking way. But I'll say this, Connor, when I look at this Wyoming team, the key is always the glue, and the glue is Hunter Maldonado. He keeps it fucking stuck together, and he keeps his team on fucking track. When you look at them, they play good defense in the post. They fucking make drives difficult. And when you look at Denver, KJ Hunt has been exceptional. I thought that he was subpar. He's proven me wrong. And even Mikey Henn's giving you some fucking very, very acceptable second string scoring. So I think that Denver's going to have to find a way to hit threes against this Wyoming defense. And a 58.5 team total over seems reasonable in the situation because they can score cheap buckets. They can get to the free throw line. And I think that we have to give them the benefit of the doubt in this step-up game and let them prove us wrong. I don't want to make the full game official for the show on Denver, but I will take the full game over. I think both these teams are going to put up points. I think that we see a 80-plus point performance from Wyoming at home, similar to the game against Arkansas Pine Bluff or Detroit Mercy. And I'm riding again another freaking team total. I'm taking that over 79.5 team total with Wyoming, and I'm taking the over 136 full game.
We need to get bounced out. Can you hear me?
Yep.
I don't know what is going on.
I think you're lagging, Connor. Go ahead and come back in. Max, go ahead and get on to your next one, Detroit.
Okay. I can barely hear you. Full game, was that Max? Over 136.5?
Yep. And the team total over 79.5 for Wyoming.
Okay. What's up, Big Show?
Let's move on to the next game, Connor.
I can hear you. So
okay.
You want to bounce him out, Big Show, or bounce me out? Whoever. Okay. We'll get him right back. Can you guys hear me? You got me?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's get to 3. Detroit versus IUPUI. Detroit's favored by 7. Total 131. What's your look here?
Yeah, I think that with Detroit and this ball hog defense that Antoine Davis has been running since the season started, it's been very it hasn't been beneficial to our bankrolls to back this team. And this is another spot where I'm just not going to be comfortable backing them. I think that when you look at this game, this is a spot where you have to get Noah Waterman going. And this is the Detroit team that's really struggled to score over 68 points. So I believe they're still winless. And with IUPUI, this is a team that hasn't touched 61 points. So this game has underwritten all over it. And to add on to the validation to the full game under, the Master Jedi of unders, he's on this under, which makes it that much more sexy in my eyes. It's like Cindy Crawford instead of freaking Roseanne, you know? So I think that with IUPUI, this is a team that obviously has not eclipsed 61 points except versus a non-D1 opponent. And with their first half and full game team total value, it's hard to not like at least one of them. I'm going to make the under 61.5 team total a play on the show. And I'm also going to make Detroit team total under 68.5 a play on the show. I think that the under is definitely a great number, a great play, but we are getting the worst of the line. I'm not going to make it official, but I do lean towards the under also with the Master Jedi. To add on to IUPUI's offensive struggles, Connor, before we finish up, they're shooting under 30% from 3. They're shooting under 63% as a team from the free throw line. BJ Maxwell may not play in this game, and if he doesn't play in this game, I don't know where IUPUI is getting their offense. So that's the way we're going to go. And just for point range guys that like to talk about that when it comes to totals, IUPUI is 0-4 in this point range when it comes to full game unders.
Okay. IUPUI under, Detroit team total. Got them both. Let's get to your last one here. Montana State versus Northern Colorado. Northern Colorado's favored by 2.5. Totals 141. What do you got here?
Yeah, this is a very even matchups, like stat-wise offensively. We know that Bodie Hume and Dalen Kuntz are the key offensive cogs for this team, but they do get outlier performances from guys coming off the pine. I think that the difference with Northern Colorado is just that they are very exceptional when it comes to three-point defense compared to Montana State. And while they are a little reliant on Bodie Hume, I do think that it's going to benefit them to be relying. You need a 30-point game from him in this matchup because he's going up against a very stout front court for Montana State with Bello, Adamu, and Mohammed. So I think for Montana State, we've seen them not really want to play a ton of defense. We've seen a lot of games go over, especially on the road. I think that this is another circumstance where we've seen the line go maybe 6-point move from 147 to 141. It's hard not to go and be like, yeah, I'm fading that fucking line movement. I think that both these teams play a close game, hit threes, get to the free throw line late, and extend the game and don't let it fucking go. Watched and lost a lot on Northern Colorado doing that. I'm not going to be the victim of it tonight. Give me the motherfucking over, Connor. And just so you know, I do have one more game.
You do, yes. Sorry about that. Over full game?
Okay. Yes, please.
All righty, and let's get to your last one. Sorry, I skipped it. A little stuff here. Let's get to Missouri. I love this game too. I'm on it as well. Missouri versus Liberty. Liberty's favored by 5.5. Total 127. What do you got here?
Yeah, this is a spot where I've seen Missouri and I've been expecting an offensive explosion from this team with Kobe Brown being basically a 20 and 10 type player every game. And then the transfers they brought in Jerron Coleman and Amari Davis from Green Bay. I'm waiting for them to explode, but I don't know if they can do it against this freaking Liberty pack line defense. Opponent after opponent, we've seen them really struggle to get past 60 points, where Liberty has been the one that's actually been burning our money betting on them. I
Yeah.
think that Liberty is very dependent on Darius McGee. If you can cover and use your length and physicality on McGee at 5'8" or 5'9", you can really limit Liberty's ability to score the basketball, because who else is going to beat them? Keegan McDowell? I don't really think so. So this team has to play rock fights. They have to play teams that can't get to the rim and use their physicality and size to penetrate their defense. I think that I'm going with Liberty full game, team total under 64.5. I want to see Liberty put up 70 points. If they do, I'll tip my hat and take the loss. But numbers wise, value wise, in my eyes, that's where it is. So I like the first half under. I like the full game under. I like Liberty. But for the show purposes, let's go with the team total under 64.5.
All right, team total under 64.5. I like the full game under here as well. I think it's kind of a race to 60 in this spot. I think there's a little bit, I'm not huge on Missouri, but I don't know about Liberty winning by margin. I do like them. They are better at home, but man, 6 points. I don't think it'll be easy. I think it will be a close one. All righty. Let's get to my games. Everything good? Can people hear me, see me? Big Show, just let us know.
You're a little bit foggy, Connor. If Max has a game to talk about real quick, you should probably back out and come right back in. If Max can pick a game out of the.
Well,
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You
want to bounce me out?
I can't bounce you out. You got to go in and out. Go ahead, Max.
All right. Well, talking about a game that we're probably not going to be talking about that much is a game that I like. I've already talked about this morning, and that is Cleveland State. I don't know why. I got a little eerie feeling about Northern Kentucky getting a couple 3-point shots early from Faulkner and getting Sam Vincent involved. But at the end of the day, this is a Cleveland State team that plays hard-nosed defense, has lots of depth, is a Horizon League champion, and key being it's Horizon League time. So let's go Vikings. All right, time to fucking raid, baby. Raid. Connor Mack, let's throw it over to yo sweet motherfucking games. Those winners.
Let's get it. All right, sounds good. Sorry about the technical shit today. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's the good old Cox. Usually my internet's pretty good, but I don't know what's going on. Yeah, Cox. They are doing work, but I didn't think it'd bother me today. Let's get to my first one here. We talked about this in the back. Max, Youngstown first. Wisconsin, Milwaukee. Now it's 5. I got 6.5. I still think at 5 the spread's okay. The total's right around 136. I talked about the big thing for me, and you didn't think it's that key, is I think Youngstown, with Baldwin in or not, for Milwaukee, this team is not very good. They're just a bad basketball team here. And it's not that Youngstown's any better. I just think there's tons of value here catching the points. This was one I kind of looked at right away that I thought they could win it outright, or this is just a bucket or two game. In my mind, Milwaukee should not be favored. Wisconsin, Milwaukee shouldn't be favored in this spot at all here. So I'm going to take the 5 points with Youngstown State and maybe a little money line because I think they could win outright here. Let's get to my second one. Oral Roberts versus TCU. TCU's favored by 8.5. Total's 148. It's super high. The bottom line is Oral Roberts is the best basketball player on the court, in my mind. The other guy's got to help out, though, because I think he scores 20, 25 in Max. Good name, by the way, Max. Another Max. Solid Max out there. He's going to do whatever he wants here. Oral Roberts has been a cash machine on the road. Cover machine, cover against teams with winning records. In their last 11, they're 10-1. I took this team a ton last year, and I think it's too many points here. And we talked about it before with them. They make their free throws, they make their threes, all that good shit. Their defense isn't great. TCU's a solid team. Jamie Dixon, this team will be good. But I think it's tight. I think it's too many points. TCU beat Austin Peay a couple of days ago by 17, and it being a push. So give me the points with Oral Roberts. I think this one could be really close. As long as those shots are dropping, this game's close. So give me the 8.5 with Oral Roberts. All right, let's get to my next one. This one I thought was too many points. Southern Utah favored by 6 versus Eastern Washington. Totals 156. And I think we see points here. I couldn't take the over, not at this number. It could still get there, Max, but I don't know if it does. But I love the points here. Southern Utah's his last few games have been good. They had a great game against Yale and Bowling Green. The offense is really coming around. But it's not easy to travel up to Eastern Washington, which is a team with a bunch of transfers we talked about before that I was worried about how they come together. They play pretty well. Both teams are 3-3. Both teams, we talked about Hofstra and Princeton yesterday. Both teams shoot around 70% from the free throw line. Both shoot it pretty well from 3 so far this year. And I think both teams get in the 70s, and I want the home dog here. I mean, they could win outright. So give me the 6 points with Eastern Washington. Do you have anything there? I didn't know if you're with me or not.
Yeah, no, I think that with that game, Connor, it is fucking kind of shitty that we've missed like the best of the line, because that line was at 151 this morning. With Southern Utah, you know, they have so much speed in the backcourt with John Knight and Dre Marin, and they got guys like Tevion Jones that if he comes to play like we've seen him in many games last year, Southern Utah is gonna be rolling. Eastern Washington plays big. They got some size. So Eastern Washington probably does need to score from the perimeter, but they need to slow this game down. I think that slowing this game down should be more important to them in order to help you get that cover. Connor?
Yeah, sorry, you're just starting. I could barely hear you. I'll just get to my 4th here. Sacred Heart versus Lafayette. Here, Lafayette's favored by 2. Now it's moved to a lot of places 2.5. Totals 144. Sacred Heart, the team, they just keep losing. I'm a little disappointed in this team. They lost to New Jersey IT by 5, and it's on the defensive end. They're not very good. 271st scoring defense. Turnover, they're like 320 something, I think, turnover margin. They don't take care of the basketball. They give up a ton of points. They will be able to score. But one thing I like so far with Lafayette in the last few games is they play defense. They beat Columbia 70-50. And I think at home, here's a short favorite. They get that done as well. I also looked at this total at 144. Sacred Heart, yes, can score. But I think Lafayette with this defense could hold this total here at 144 and keep this game under. So I like it. I think Lafayette takes care of the ball. Sacred Heart doesn't, and they just keep losing. And I think they lose another one here by at least 5. So I'm laying the 2. If now you can only get 2.5, I'm laying it with Lafayette here.
With this game, Connor, I've definitely been on the wrong side of Lafayette. I was on the wrong side in the Columbia game. But this is a spot where I have to look at the fact that now that I've watched this team, I've seen how CJ Fulton plays. The Irish recruit is definitely playing a key role for the Leopards, and he's executing ball movement and showing poise and confidence that I didn't think freshmen in this conference can do. So this kid's playing major minutes. He delivered with an 11-6-6 game with 3 steals. I think that he's an X factor for Lafayette, and with him on the floor playing at the level that he did against Columbia, you and I are both going to be cashing some Lafayette Leopards money.
Excellent. Let's get to my last one here. Oregon State versus Cal. Cal's favored by 2.5. Totals 126. Man, this is ugly. This Oregon State team, you know, Elite 8 last year, only 1-6 so far. They've lost 6 straight. They're horrible. They turn the ball over a ton. They have more turnovers than assists. Their offense is 289. They don't do anything well right now. They're just not a very good team. And their coach, Tinkle, Wayne Tinkle, has said they're not getting it together. I don't think it gets better tonight, you know, with Cal going there. Not that Cal's any good, and this is a slow team, slow tempo, 301st in offense, 314 in pace of play. This one's slow. I'll keep it short. I think this is a rock fight. I think this is first one to 60. Kind of is the winner. I'm not going to choose a side. I'd lean Cal, but I even want to lay the 2.5. I'm just on the under, even at 126. I think this ball game stays under. What did you like here, Max?
I think that it's pretty hard for me to admit, but Cal's been playing pretty good, and Oregon State's been playing like shit. I would definitely like Cal on this side, but it's a Pac-12 game, so I say no soup for you.
Excellent. Well, I'll hold my nose. I'll take the under and hope there's some shitty shooting, which I think there will be. And both teams hold the ball for forever. Oregon State has been horrible shooting the three, 28%. I mean, you got to think that only gets better, but they're just sloppy with the ball here. I'm going to take the under. 126, under. All right, we got about, 15 games we'll run through. Ask the questions. If not, we're going to get through them all, Max, because we got enough. Till then, get your questions ready. Let's hit the commercials. There we go. If you're in the San Antonio area, go to Southtown 101. They got great karaoke, food, drinks, all that good shit. Get to Southtown 101. We love them. Pub Sports Radio, baby. Go to manscaped.com. 20% off. Promo code Pub Sports. Get the Lawnmower 4.0. Keep everything shaved up down there. Your lady will love it. You'll love it. Keep it good. Go to manscaped.com. Go to mybookie.ag. Hit promo code Pub Sports. Use the Bitcoin, transfer it over to Bitcoin, put 1,000, they give you 1,000, they match you. Use your debit or credit, you put 1,000, they give you half, 500. So use the Bitcoin. And lastly, go to pubsportsradio.com. Rub your meat with this Pub Hub Rub. My words are twisted. The Pub Hub Rub, 2 for $25. Get it on the chicken, get it on your steaks, get it done. And check out our merch. Right below, get some Pub Sports Radio shirts, sweatshirts. I even saw a basketball jersey. Is that what's on there?
I need one of those. Send me one of those, Mr. Slaughter.
Yeah, send them. We're waiting. But let's get to the games here, Max. Let's get to the questions. Let's get to this first one. Who had it here? Fairleigh Dickinson, I forget who wrote it, versus Drexel. Anything here? Drexel's favored by 14 and a half.
Yeah, I think that the biggest question mark with this game is what the status of Brandon Rush is. Obviously, they were able to escape and play a pretty good game without him last time out. And we know how the second game without your leading scorer / star ends up going. So I'm hoping that he finds his way back in the lineup. Otherwise, I'm going to probably find myself live betting my way out of my FDU action at plus 14.5.
Okay. All right, from our guy, Christopher Comentini. What's up, my man? How you doing? Cal Poly, Cal Baptist here, Max. Did you like anything there? I think the line's 10. Yeah. 10 and a half, Cal Baptist here. You like anything?
That's definitely a spot that I had to get some advice from my guy Teach today, but I like Cal Baptist first half. I think that you're getting under 6 points. I think that's key at the line and the number. And I think with Cal Baptist against Cal Poly, we don't know if Jacob Davison's going to be in the lineup for Cal Poly. While I do think that they can overcome it, I just don't want to back them early. I'd rather back them late. And as far as the total, it's hard not to take unders with this Cal Poly team, but they do seem a little improved offensively. So I hate to say it, but I like the over.
Okay, over, yeah. There's 133 and a half basically everywhere there. All right, big one here, Max. Biggest one probably on the board for today. St. Mary's at Utah State. Utah State's favored by 1. Total right around 128.5. Do you have a look here?
Listen, usually I come on here making fun of Mormons and the missions that they go on and the abstaining from sexual relations that they do, and it's like, come on, bro. Come on, bro. You're gonna make fucking a bunch of babies when you come back. You might as well just start early, spread it out. Okay, babies are expensive. But I'll tell you this. I think that Utah State, this is a big motherfucking game for them. This is their chance to shine. Coach fucking Smith is gone. Now you got Coach Odom. He brought Brandon Horvat with you, and him and Justin Bean with their athleticism, the way that they run the floor, the way that they work down low. It's Utah State time, baby. Fuck you, Tommy Coos. I'm shaving your head tonight.
Oh, yeah. I like it. All right. UTSA. Here we go. Grand Canyon. Grand Canyon, big favorite here. 14.5, total 135. Anything there?
I'm going to be careful what I say about UTSA, so I'm just going to actually pass on that. Pass.
I don't know if it's enough points. I think I need even more to take UTSA too, Max. So it's a pass for me. Pass as well. How about this one? LIU Brooklyn versus Towson. Towson, big favorite here for them. 10.5, 11. Can they cover this? Total 142.
This is, to me, a similar situation that we just saw against Delaware, that they were able to backdoor cover and screw me over. But I did hit the first half over and the full game under, so they can suck on that cock soup. But when it comes to this game, I think that with LIU, they do have the scoring front court to be able to stay in this game. I'm just not sure Towson gives them the opportunity to run like Delaware did. I think that they really get physical on them. I think that not having Jason Gibson definitely hurts this team, but it hasn't put them down. They played some tough competition, and the tough team that they lost to in San Francisco, I tip my hat to, because they were in that game early, and they were definitely in that game late.
All right, let's run through. We got a few more. We talked about this real quick. Valparaiso versus Drake. Drake's favored by 13.5. Can they cover this number?
Yeah, listen, I think that with Valpo, they are playing a faster offense. I would like them a lot better if Kobe King's in the lineup, but I do think that Valpo with Ben Creaky down low, they're going to have the advantage against the front court of Drake. Troy Brody just has not been what he was last year. And I think that if Valpo can exploit them down low and they can slow this game down when making some jump shots in the half court, this is backdoor city. So, I'm going to take a shot with Valpo and I'm going to hold my nose. And if it loses, maybe I'll jump into a cold lake.
Don't do that. It's freezing balls up there where you're at right now. Don't do that. Let's get to this one. Northern Kentucky, Cleveland State. I'm torn here. I'm passing, Max. I see both sides. I like Cleveland State. But, man, I could see Northern Kentucky keeping this really close. Did you have anything here?
Yeah, I'm on Cleveland State. This was a pick from earlier with Jimmy the Bag. And simply put, conference defending champions of the Horizon League will raid. They will raid supreme on those fucking Norse. Give me the Vikings.
All right. Vikings. That was my initial look when it was 3.5 last night, but I'm off. How about Lamar? Good old Lamar. 23.5. Some play 23 now against Mississippi State. Can Lamar hang in here, Max?
I don't really have a good feel for it, because they're gonna have to find a way to not get taken advantage of down low by Mississippi's guard size. I think that when you have a guy like Davion Buster on your team, while he does present a lot of advantages with his quickness, his ball vision, his ability to run in transition, defensively he can get isolated and back down, and that's just not going to be copacetic for me. I think that the way to play this game is a route under, and let's see if Mississippi State in that defense can keep them away from the rim and keep that point total low.
All right. Canes Nation, we just talked about it. Me and Max are off the Grand Canyon UTSA game. We have nothing In that one, I'm way far away. UC San Diego. People want to hear about this, Max. They're favored by 7. See a 6.5 out there. Total 142.5. What'd you like?
Yeah, shout out to my fellow Canadian T-Mac, fucking bro. Yeah, we ride in UC San Diego. Tony Rokic is going to get us 20-12. He's going to lead us to victory. He's going to lead us to that very tough cover at that 6 or 7 points. And we're going to be serving cock soup and not slurping it. It's going to be classic.
That crazy, 6-7 point cover college basketball. Paco, what's up, my guy? Yeah. Max likes Utah State. I lean that way a little bit. That's going to be a great game. I don't really think there was a ton of betting value on that basketball game. Here, Rem Most, try to do one question at a time. Charleston game under 136.5. Green Bay game under 134.5. Or Idaho State game under 132.5. Anything there, Max?
I like the Idaho State under. I think that Charleston Southern, with the way that they go up tempo and the amount of possessions they're having a game, it's pretty hard for me to take an under at that number. And I don't remember the third game. What was the third game, Connor?
Green Bay, Max. Green Bay.
Green Bay. That was just a spot that I like Green Bay. I did not have a edge on the total.
What are your takes on Lipscomb tonight?
So I was on Lipscomb. That was a play also from the morning with Jimmy the Bag. First half, full game, team total over. Listen, guys, I hate to be such a fanboy, but there's just so much potential in this rivalry with the non-basketball situations going on. You're going up against your old coach. This is a rivalry that we haven't seen a margin of victory more than 10 points in like 3 or 4 years. When you look at this Lipscomb team, I'm just so impressed with how Will Pruitt and KJ Johnson facilitate this offense. Jacob Ognisevich coming over from Valpo and hitting 60% of his threes and 36 free throw makes already this year. You know, if they play their game, and let's not also forget they're the best 3-point shooting team in the nation. Belmont plays the style and tempo of their opponent. We've seen that in multiple games this year. Let's hope that we get that Ohio kind of scoring, and Lipscomb finds a way to cover first half full game by a point, half a point, anything.
All right, sorry, get out there. Did you touch on Drexel over 142.5? Did you have anything in that for our guy Paco Healy?
We talked about that earlier.
Perfect.
That was a spot where I like the under, but I am very cautious with FDU. Okay,
just a couple more, Max. Jacksonville, Charleston Southern. Here, this was interesting. Jacksonville minus 2.5, 3, total 136.5. What'd you like?
Yeah, that was a total that we were just talking about as well. I did have a hard time not liking the over with the way that Charleston Southern's tempos and possession numbers are being shown this year. And I think that with Jacksonville, I do like them better at home, but it's just not a spot that I have a good edge on the side.
Okay, Robert Morris, UW Green Bay. Green Bay favored here by 2.5. Anything?
Yeah, nothing really on the total. I'm on UW Green Bay. I think that they're going to hold home court. I've been waiting for Robert Morris to be a little more impressive than they have been, and I'm going to probably just keep on waiting. So, Andy O'Toole, you got some explaining to do, you tool.
I think we've touched them all. This one we haven't. This is our last one. Oakland here, 5.5 point favorite. Totals 136.5 versus Illinois Chicago. Anything there?
Yeah, for me, it's Oakland or pass. I think that with Oakland's zone, this is a definitely tinkered with zone. I think that we see it be a little more effective. And all we need is Jalen Moore to not have a 2 for 14 shooting game. I think with his ball facilitation at the top of the NCAA numbers in every category, you're going to see him lead Oakland to the victory. UIC, sit the fuck down, motherfuckers.
Beautiful. Last one. This is the only one we didn't touch on. Delaware State. I think huge number, 17.5. Any look?
Yeah, it's a big rivalry game. The number definitely is a little high for me now. I did take it at 16, and I took the under when I saw the line move a little from 149.5 to 148.5. I just think that when you have this rivalry game, yes, we're used to seeing Delaware State play a lot more up tempo, but fucked up things happen in that little gym. But I'll be watching on YouTube, and let's go fucking Blue Hens. Fuck with your eyes open. Pub
Okay.
sports style.
Before we give out our looks one last time for everyone that was late and all the bullshit that happened today, I don't know what the hell's going on. Montana, CS Sacramento. Sacramento, 5.5-point dogs here, total 130. Can they cover here, Max?
Listen, I think that Montana has to be the play tonight. We are still seeing fucking issues with the Sacramento State offense. Fowler's good. He can operate on the low post, but he's going to have to go up against Owens and Bannon. I think that Montana, they got their ass whooped. I think that they deliver an ass whooping tonight.
Wow, really? Okay. Wow, I was looking the other way there a little bit. I love the look. All right, Max, let's get to your games. I'll hit mine. We'll give a final thing and get on out of here. This short, crazy day. So get to it, my guy.
All right, buddy. We'll go Wyoming over 136.5. We're going to go Wyoming over 79.5 full game team total. We're going with IUPUI team total under 61.5. Detroit Mercy team total under 68.5. Then we're going to the Liberty Flame. We're taking the team total under again, 64.5. We're taking the Montana State game over. We're taking Weber State minus 15 and the team total over 78.5. It's a big card. Pray for me. Pray for us. I need winners, and I'm not going underneath the bridge tonight. Please.
All right, let's get through mine because this shit's going crazy here. Youngstown +5. Give me them. I think they keep it close with Wisconsin, Milwaukee. Oral Roberts, I'll take the 8.5. I wanted 9.5, but I'll take 8.5. There, best player on the court. They have it. They make free throws and shit. Give me the points. Southern Utah, Eastern Washington, another one. Home dog here, home dog in Eastern Washington. I think 6 is too many. I think this is a one-possession game. I think it stays close. Sacred Heart, Lafayette. Lafayette's laying 2, 1.5, 2. Lay it. I think they beat Sacred Heart here at home. Better defense. And Oregon State, Cal, under 126. I think we got a rock fight. First one to 60, under. And that is it for today. Max, give one last thing to the chat before we get out of here.
Appreciate you guys, chat. You guys are awesome. Appreciate you guys sticking with us through all the technical issues. Yeah. Let's fuck with our eyes open. Let's get some winners. We be pumping, baby. Let's go.
Let's get it. Let's get it. All right. He's the great Maxwell Smart. I'm Conor Mack. We're out of here. We be pumping.